Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my 5 top tips on how to add more colour to your wardrobe, because I am so guilty of it too. I'll hold my hands up. I am terrible. I'll always opt for blacks, whites, neutrals, and the easier options that I know that I will like and I'm comfortable with. But we're now in spring, and I think it's time that everyone adds a bit more colour into their wardrobe, a bit more colour into their life in general, I guess. So before I ramble on anymore, let's dive right in. So tip number 1 is to add more colourful accessories, and that can be anything from hair accessories, hats, handbags, hairpins, you name it. Anything that you accessorize your outfit with, just add a splash of colour. So I've got this bag here, which I've had a couple of years now, and this is an old one from Zara, but I love it so much, and it's got such a Gucci vibe with the little bee on there, and then also has this gold chain detail. So because it has the chain strap, you're just kind of focusing the colour here. And I would tend to pair this up with some colourful heels as well. And the thing I love about this bag is it's quite small. So if you are a bit nervous about delving into the world of colour, keep your bag small. Don't go for anything like oversized and too like big and statement. I know this colour is quite statement, but because it's a smaller size, you'll find it's a lot easier to wear. And another option I mentioned was hair accessories. And if you can get your hands on any of these headbands, then do so. I picked these up from a tiny little shop that was fairly local to me when I lived in the UK, but this is like a headband, but then it has these little ties here, so you put them on and like tie them at the back. I just absolutely love these. Anyway, that's a complete side note, but I've got 2 different kinds. One is like a pastel-y lilac, and then the other is striped. So you've got a couple of different colours in here to add more depth to your outfit, and it does have the contrast of the navy as well. So again, if you're not feeling so comfortable with the brighter colours, opt for something that has the darker tone in as well. And another great option, which is really versatile, are scarves, because you can just literally pop them around your neck. You can tie them as a bandana, you can tie them as a hairband. They are so versatile. You can put them around your neck if you want. You can put them, like tie them onto a handbag. So if you've got like a black handbag and you just want to add a little bit extra to it, you can tie these around the handles. They're so versatile, and there's so many options that you can do with these. They're a really good choice when wanting to add a splash of colour to your outfit. My next tip is to fake it. So if you're not feeling so comfortable with bright colours like the handbag that I just showed you a second ago, go for colours that are pastels or close to a neutral colour. So I've got this skirt here, and it is fairly nude, but it does have a peach undertone. And the same goes with this top from Zara, and it's still on the nude spectrum, but it just has that subtle blush in there, just to give it a bit more depth and make it a little bit more interesting than just like your plain creams, neutrals. Another great option for faking it, if paler colours aren't so much your thing, so like your champagnes and pastels, if you don't feel so comfortable with them and you prefer wearing blacks, then opting for a darker toned colour will also help you. So this is a gorgeous like mauvey, sort of burgundy I guess, colour, but it's quite deep. So we're again nearing the neutrals brown tones, but it has that little bit of richness added to it and is a lot easier to wear. So this one I like to wear with neutrals just to break it up. So I'll pair it with my Zara nude linen belt and some cream boots as well, just to break it up. But going for navies or like mauves, burgundies are definitely a safe option if you prefer darker toned clothes. My next tip is to wear block colours. So if you're uncomfortable and unsure on what colours to pair up, a block colour is a really safe option and you cannot go wrong. So this suit I got from Zara, and I will show it you on, but I absolutely love this. I cannot get enough of it. It reminds me of kind of Chanel, and it just looks so stunning on, and I always get so many compliments when I wear it. And it's the sort of thing that once you get more adventurous, you can easily pair this with more colors. But if you're not feeling so adventurous, you can easily just pick up the black from the buttons. You could wear white with this. It is so versatile, even though you wouldn't think it from a block colored suit. And another option for block color is this jumper. Now, I've had this for a couple of years now. It is one of my go-tos and one of my favorites. It is from Zara, and it's this ruffle jumper. I mean, it's a statement piece in itself, but I just want to show you this because it is all one block color, and because it's such a pale lilac, it's almost kind of verging on silvery gray, like white. It's so easy to wear. So if you're, again, not feeling comfortable with the vibrant colors, pastels and deeper colors are definitely the way to go. But having a block color helps as well. Even though there's a lot going on with these ruffles, this probably isn't a good example, but just having like that block color, it could be a t-shirt or something. Like if like t-shirt and jeans are your thing, you may want to add like a pastel pink t-shirt or maybe a yellow or something. My next tip is to hide colors into patterns. So a really easy way to do this is with jackets, because you tend to have a lot of different patterns and textures with jackets. It's a really easy way to add some more color. So for example, if I show you this blazer from a distance, it just looks like a standard houndstooth checked blazer. But if I bring it up close, you can actually see that there are touches of blue and touches of this maroon color and almost like a burnt orange color here. So it's a really subtle way to add a little touch of color to a neutral lover's wardrobe. Now, I got so much wear out of this in the winter, and it's a jacket that I'm definitely taking through to the spring because it does have those bits of color in there. You can still brighten it up. So with this one, you can pick up the darker colors, so your blacks and the browns and the more neutral tones for winter and accessorize that way. And then for like springtime, when you're wanting to brighten things up a bit, you can pick up different colors. And just by doing that, it will completely transform this jacket and your whole look. And another example here, this is more of like a military style jacket. This one's by Giorgio Armani, but it has the subtle, it's really, really subtle, very, very pale, almost creamy, but it's just got these subtle pink checks in it, or little squares in the pattern of the jacket. So from a distance, you can't really tell. It just looks a bit like a two-toned grey jacket, but rather than it being so cool and cold, it just adds a bit more depth to the jacket by adding the warmthness to contrast against the grey. And my final tip is shoes. Now, this does kind of come under accessories, but the reason I've left shoes separately is because shoes kind of come into a class of their own, because they're an extra building block that you can add onto any of the other tips that I've given you. So for example, say you've chosen this jacket to add some more color with the different colors in the check. You may want to pick out the blue color or maybe the maroon. So for example, you could take these maroon shoes and pair it with this jacket. And the same goes with this top here, because we have the red pinstripe. I would pair a red shoe with this, and probably the red bag that I showed you earlier. And the good thing about shoes is you can kind of apply any of the rules above that I mentioned earlier to shoes. So you can add shoes with a pattern in, with a slight touch of color. You can go for block colored heels like these red ones. You can go for something more pastel colored like these ones. These are one of my favorites. I've recently just picked these up. Or you can stick to like darker tones, so say a navy or a burgundy or something like that. They're really versatile and a great way to add more color. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned a little bit more about adding some color into your wardrobe. Please do let me know if there's anything that you would like to see in the future, but as always, if you could please hit the like and the subscribe button below, that would be amazing. But for now, I will see you soon.